Get on down with your bass up. Get on down. Listen to the sound. Come on.
Ghost Riot
Radio.
Nick
The ghost himself.
And the ghost with the most, babe.
Nicky.
Ladies and gentlemen, what is up? Welcome to Ghost Riot Radio. I'm Nick Noble, and I'm your host here each and every Sunday on Ghost Riot Radio, the 18 and over podcast designed for free-thinking adults just like yourself, currently being recorded here at the Booth Champion Production Studios in Annapolis, Maryland. As always, I'm going to do some quick shout-outs like ClotheslineCreative.com. Clothesline Creative is a high-quality screen printing company offering custom apparel for your business, band, event, and more. Contact them today to get started with your order. That's ClotheslineCreative.com. Make sure you peep the new shirts that just got printed by Clothesline. These shits are dope. If you want to get your own Ghost Riot Radio tee, hit me up. Put a little comment in here. Let me know what size you are, how much you're willing to pay for a tee. We'll make sure we get those out to you. By the way, folks, if you want to be a sponsor of this show, we'd love to hear from you. Hit me up. It's ghostriotradio@gmail.com. You can send me a little message right now. Folks, normally on Ghost Riot Radio, I invite a few special people to join me at the Riot Bench, which is now this little tiny table, to discuss whatever the fuck we want to. This week, I'm flying solo because I'm out here in Maryland. We're not in Florida this week. So, hopefully you all enjoy the show. As always, we want to hear from you. The phone line will be open, but on the second half of the show, and I'm not sneaking you that number till the second half, so you're just going to have to stay tuned. Make sure if you're watching on Facebook that you put comments in the comments section and let us know what you want to know about the Palmer Squares, and I will do my best to read your comments out to them as we get going. Folks, welcome to episode number 22. I can't believe, I lied, it's 32. Folks, if this is your first time tuning into Ghost Riot Radio, during each episode, I try to feature a new musical artist of the week. If you or your band want to be featured on an upcoming episode, you can email me at ghostriotradio@gmail.com. Send me your 3 best tracks with a bio of yourself or your band and any contact info you want me to air, and I'll do my best to get you on the next available episode. Folks, this week we are talking to the Palmer Squares. The Palmer Squares don't fit neatly into any of the pigeonholes perpetuated. I can't do it. I can't alliterate. It's terrible. Perpetuated by folks only passingly familiar with Chicago hip-hop, and that's much to the group's credit. Their wacky wordplay, tongue-twisting verses, and limber instrumentals make them sound more like native tongue-style 90s boom bap, thank God, than much of what succeeds today. Of course, if you believe them, Acumental and Terminal Knowledge do not listen to much of the new music in any way. In fact, in interviews, they seem to prefer to talk more about George Carlin than about contemporary rappers, and who can blame them? Because of their background and mosaic of interest, Term and Ac are able to craft full, insightful pieces that interlace serious social commentary with easygoing comedic bars that have drawn comparison to the likes of Atmosphere and many of the message-heavy hip-hop outliers that have been able to craft meaningful, long-lasting careers in the genre. Folks, make sure you head over to facebook.com/The Palmer Squares and that you smash that like button so that you can keep up with these guys. But in the meantime, this is the Palmer Squares with a track called Never Had Nothing.
And burn, and it's not a joke. I'll probably wind up broke, lacking a job, having squandered any cash I earned. Cast away, acting deranged, shaking the cup, asking for change. Yo, that. Some cats will make the get bank to get bucks, so I'm pondering. Are we supposed to fight the power when we constantly broke? Taught that knowledge can conquer the almighty dollar. Not anymore. On some Postellion, I don't wanna get old, so I hop in a fountain and drowned out for the copper below. Term K finna steal your coin, right from the wishing well. He certainly the real McCoy and whiter than Zinfandel. My life's a living hell. I'm hungry and ain't got no money for groceries. So ugly and lonely. Never won me no trophies. Never puffed on a stogie. But we rolling up swishers. I'm like a rose when it withers. A light bulb with a flicker. I'm broke. I ain't never never had nothing. Ain't got nothing now. Ain't never had nothing. Ain't got nothing now. Ain't never had nothing. Ain't got nothing now. Ain't never had nothing. Ain't got nothing now. I ain't never had nothing. Ain't got nothing now. I ain't never had nothing. Ain't got nothing now. I ain't never had nothing. Ain't got nothing now. I ain't never had nothing. Ain't got nothing now.
The economy's slipping, and I'm poverty stricken. The clock has been ticking for hours, don't wanna relive it. Jotting a written, predicting a lot of predicaments now. You gotta be kidding, it's hot as the Dickens. I'm digging a hole I can fit in. Buried alive, but kept my composure. Kept friends close, kept enemies closer. Never been rich, but I never been broke. Never been quick, but I never been slow. Never been sleep, but I never been woke. Yeah, I'm bringing that heat when the kettle gets cold. Let her know I ain't never been a sheep in a gentleman's clothes or a letterman coat neither. A soul seeker sipping codeine, cause my throat bleeds when I smoke reefer. Done sold seats to the whole theater filled up. Front row to the nosebleeds, but now no one shows up at the shows. Got the pros on the page and my ducks in a row. The butt of your jokes, uttering guttural moans. Flow for the love of the waves. Made a couple mistakes on my drunk, but all this money I struggle to raise. I'ma pay the bills with this rap. Trying to make a meal with no taxes. Cause, yo, if you wanna stay legit, you gotta blaze a bridge and do backflips. But as the twig is bent, so grows the tree. When every nickel spent, I'll be where I'm supposed to be. Y'all know I ain't never had nothing. I ain't never had nothing. Ain't got nothing now. I ain't never had nothing. Ain't got nothing now. I ain't never had nothing. Ain't got nothing now. I ain't never had nothing. Ain't got nothing now. Got nothing. Ain't got nothing now. Ain't got nothing now. Ain't got nothing now. I ain't got nothing. Ain't got nothing now. Ain't got nothing. Ain't got nothing now.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor. Put your hands together for my homies, the Palmer Squares. Oh my God, did it even play? Oh, there, that's better. When you're on the road, shit kind of goes nuts.
No, we had it covered. We were good.
It looks good.
Those were our fans that said that.
It's so good. All right, so speaking of your fans, let's make sure we check in with Facebook and find out who's watching. Hannah says hi from Iowa. My homie Mad Dog, who's normally on the show,
Hannah.
says, yo. Ole, I'm going to mess your name up good. Flagtown's AZ here, son. What's up? We appreciate that as well.
Flagtown!
Madison's letting me know it's a little hot on Facebook. I apologize, guys. Just keep telling me. I got to play with it on this mixer, so we'll figure it out. Desiree wants to call in. If anyone hears the number, can you put it in the comments? Desiree, it's coming, I promise, but on the second half of the show.
Patience, Desiree.
On some Ponce de Leon. We got cats quoting you already. All right, here we go. Oh, man, they're coming in hot. So, all right, good. Folks, what is up? Dudes, how are you? What's up? Thank you for being on Ghost Riot Radio. Fucking so good. Guys, I've been trying, like, in the list of people that I'm dying to have on this show, these dudes, I'm not going to blow their heads. Top 5. We'll call it top 5, but they're up there for sure. You guys are fucking dope. I'm so glad you made it. Absolutely.
I appreciate it.
Absolutely. All right, so let's jump right in. You guys have done a lot of interviews already, and so there's definitely been some dwelling on like the basics. But I think that cats know you by now, so we're gonna.
How did we meet?
Right. At what age were you actually? So what I want to do is go a little bit beyond that stuff. First of all, you guys dropped 2 EPs in 2012, Spooky Language and Square Tactics, and Spooky Language is my shit. I still rock that to everybody. People are like, let's play some new shit. I'm like, I got some old shit. Make sure you play it. As I dug back through your history, I found the 09 mixtape, obviously released in 2009. What year do you all tell people, though, that you became the Palmer Squares?
I would say around 2009, 2010, because that's when we moved like from our, hometown area, which is about, 30, 40 minutes outside the city, to Palmer Square Park. And we were like, we found our identity with that move, and like over time and like in the new area. And but that was 2010, I guess.
Found out that our name at the time was really hacky, and like 4 other acts were using it.
Yeah, we call ourselves Illiteracy.
Like
Like Illinois,
yeah,
like
yeah.
we're ill, we're
I dig it.
illiterate. Yeah, cool, clever, great. But we were not unique in that. So we were never like,
Super corny.
yeah, something about Palmer Squares felt right. I don't know. Like we just walked through the park, seeing the
I remember
street
the
signs.
day Matt came to me. Sort of.
So, all right, good.
Yeah,
And
that was just like we were in the mix for something new, and we just had a big like shift, moved, and things were Palmer Square Park, repping our neighborhood, while playing on that whole squares angle for 8 years now.
oh, so good. So all right, good. So that's as big into the history as we're gonna go with the Palmer Squares. Go to their website, thepalmersquares.com. There are interviews there. You can find out all the old stuff if for some reason you're brand new. Hopefully you're not. These dudes have been around for a minute and they're killing it still.
We're old, is what he's saying.
Yo, I still win. I
got
win.
gray
I'm an
hairs.
old dude repping young kids still. That's how good this show is. All right, so let's dive into some shit that I'm super excited. Excited? I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
Excited?
Yeah, I apparently I'm trying to say Cypher still. You all are no strangers to the Cypher. If you all don't know, by the way, YouTube is full of Palmer Square ciphers. These dudes get invited to every cipher known to man. Not known to man, but a lot of them. And if you're watching the good ones, you'll hear these guys get called out on a regular basis. The Philly Blunt cipher, which has 5 parts?
There were more, I think, when that was going on. But like I think, we were lucky to be a part of that cipher scene because it's not like it doesn't exist like it used to, as far as I'm aware.
No, I don't think it is either, which is
sad. We got in at like a opportunistic like window.
Yeah.
For YouTube.
It's perfect.
YouTube rappers, I guess.
I feel like YouTube that's like the epitome of YouTube, though. It's all about what time you get in and is it the right time and like how can you roll with that, which is fantastic. You guys did the Sycamore Cipher, the Titan Cipher, the Duke Westlake, a personal favorite of mine, EOM ciphers. To date, which cipher is your favorite?
Oh man, like I have a hard time because
right.
we look back at them. I look back at them.
I'll allow top 3.
There's some that hold up, and then there's some, and I guess cipher, using that word loosely, because like I look at all of those as one takes. So now I'm thinking of like the official ones where like Wax called us out or something. So there's a lot for different reasons where like the fact that Wax called us out in that Here We Go cipher.
Yeah.
It was like the first thing we did,
So
and
good.
I can't watch that without cringing. Like you, amateur hour, but that's amazing that like I remember how over the moon I was that day.
I rapped fast.
Yeah. But we got that was our intro to the cipher scene, so that I was ecstatic, and then Duke, like we kind of started putting a little more like effort behind him or trying to like get just getting an HD camera at the beginning was like a step up for us because we're like, fuck, we just got called out. Let's like, we don't even have a good camera.
You guys
so,
did
like,
have the
little by
wide-angle
little-
lens for a long time, though. That wide-angle lens was dope. You guys were always doing it. No matter what couch you were on, it was always a little wide.
I guess technically this isn't a cipher, but when we did the video that's called Palmer Squares Make Silk Purse Out of a Sow's Ear, it's just like us in this creepy hallway. We called it Rape Room in years later. But I that one take, I guess it's not a cipher, but that I think that holds up, and we still play that live sometimes in those bars, even though they're like 5 years old now. A lot of 5-year-old stuff I'll look at, and it's rough, but I think we both did we were ahead of our time on that verse, so I like that one, and it's kind of dated now, but.
Yeah, so, and that's one of the things that I like about you guys is that
Showcase.
What happened?
So I think MC Showcase
was your shit?
is among like the the ones that still hold up.
Well, that's what kind of launched us.
Yeah,
too.
and it's
Didn't see
like
that
kind
coming.
of our most positively received.
Oh, really?
I personally hate
That's
that
like
one.
that. Oh.
I think I crushed it.
Well, you had like 150 tries.
Oh,
I try a lot.
150 tries?
And that was also like a thing about a lot of those old things is like no one other than us can watch them, and like we just watch them and see how I know that this is like take number 39,
right?
And I can see like in my eyes that I'm fucking sick and tired of saying some of these lines.
Yeah.
So I don't know, it's stuff like that. We're way more critical.
Just so you know, you pull it off well, because at no point ever do I feel like you look like you're like, fuck this. Like I feel like you guys definitely sell it whatever that final take is, you're selling it every time. And it doesn't feel like if it's really 150 takes, it feels like 5 easy. Like
I always say that about that specific video because on that day, like that was my second take because we in years past it would be like doing a one take. We'd write long ass verses, and whoever goes first,
it's all
if
on
you
them.
fuck it up anywhere in your first part, and you set the reset button back.
So Matt's just standing there.
Yo, it's fucking.
So that I and to be like recording those too, where like we're I think we're very prepared going into like Cypher shoots or one take shoots now, or we never want to be the guy that holds it up because we've both been that guy, you know?
Yeah, I remember there was one that we actually shot a few hours in a night, and then we wrapped to come and shoot the next night because I kept fucking it up. And I feel like after that day, it was like
never again.
Yeah, it's shameful.
You know what though? Like most people can't fucking do that. Like there's literally like a small handful of people who come in and just crush things on first take.
Yeah, now when we do ciphers with other dudes or one takes with other dudes there, we always seem like very professional.
We want to be like the example of like,
because I feel like we
know your stuff.
We've got a lot more experience than most people.
Yeah, we've been doing those a while as far as just rapping at the camera.
Yeah.
We've been doing that for longer than we've been recording music,
Yeah, amazing. All right, so I know you talk about this dude a lot. If you all don't know already, George Carlin is a big influence to these dudes. And if you can't tell, they have like a very cool, cynical, comedic style to them. If you haven't listened, you're fucking up. Go listen and then come back to this show. It'll be everywhere else soon. I do want to ask you one George Carlin question, and it's going to be a little bit outside what you're used to. If George Carlin was alive today, I feel like you all have been studying him long enough. What do you think he would have to say about the current state of things? Just like the world 2017.
I wish we could find out, or I think that's what helps, like him and Patrice O'Neal, and there's just certain like dead comedian voices that are gone who always had like a great perspective on things. So there's great comedians doing it now, but I don't know. I think he'd have a field day. I think he'd be putting out 2 HBO specials a year instead of 1 every 2 years like he used to, or like
without question.
Like there's so much to I think it's
or maybe
a comedian's wet dream right now. Yeah, or maybe he would have taken his own life.
We're seeing Donald Trump elected president would have.
Yeah, he just done.
I don't know. He's a hard dude.
He is a hard dude. Yeah, well, you're absolutely right. But I feel like I know people who can who can quote him, but I feel like you guys have done your research, and I think that's a great thing.
And like we're like very quotable dudes. Not like with our lines. I'm saying like we live in quotes a lot, or like everything. Like my mom was telling me a story the other night. Yeah, and like she was telling a story about the neighbor, and then I just cut her off to go the neighbor, because it's like Carlin said it like that in a bit, and we have like these little nuanced things that you can't hear somebody say one thing without saying it like you heard it in a movie. So we're very like quote heavy with a lot of stuff. But yeah, Carlin's
like if you
wisdom accounts for a lot of that.
In a normal day of the life scenario told me I can only respond to somebody with Dumb and Dumber quotes. Like
I can do that.
I could pull it off. It might take me 15 seconds.
Right. Do you guys? So it's funny to talk to you guys. So if you don't know, it's not like I knew these guys and was like, "Yo, come on the show." I've never met these dudes in my life, so it's kind of cool for me because I've been paying attention to them since at least 2010. I don't know exactly when, but are you guys inseparable? Is it like you guys like constantly together or no?
No. We're not separable enough. Like I would welcome that in my life.
Oh,
but we are roommates. We're bandmates. We're inherently together a bunch. But we also go back way before music. Like we've been friends since elementary school. Like literally, 3rd, 4th, 5th grade.
Wow.
And beyond. Well, I guess so. We're a few years apart. So
you see how I just stumbled into the history conversation? I didn't even make that happen. They just did.
But we go back way before Palmer Squares, and so I think it's still very interesting introducing like a business element to a strong just friendship.
Right.
Because now it's more than that, and now it's like, hey, we're late, or hey, you have your verse for this, or we got a shoot coming up this weekend, and if anybody's like lagging, we don't want to be the whip crackers on each other and all parental, but it's hard because there is like an agenda now, and we kind of built it as friends, but now this is like, is there more than this? Right. Trying to figure out how to make a living or tour, play shows and everything. But I wouldn't want to do this. It's not as appealing sounding to me at all to like do this without us as the friend unit that we built with Palmer Squares.
Right.
Being a solo artist sounds like it sucks. Or like, I don't know. I love having you're
somebody to bounce off of.
Shit. The reward for me is just, like, my homie can do that with me, and I'm never totally alone. As much as we can get under each other's skin or want to just like put earbuds in with no music, like shut up. But like that's with anybody. You spend a lot of time. But no, man, we've been I think at this point we're figuring it out. But there's bumps in the road and shit. But it wouldn't be the same split. And I hope we can do this Palmer Squares duo thing as long as we can, because that's what's fun.
Yeah, I think that the fact that we're not inseparable like helps.
Yeah.
That like Matt has a work schedule. Our work schedules are pretty much exact opposites.
Oh shit.
So Matt's home when I'm working, and I'm home when he's working.
What kind of jobs are you working when you're not the P Squares?
They're also opposites.
Oh yeah.
In terms of like professionalism and stuff. I deliver pizzas.
Are you? Yeah. Nice. Who doesn't love pizza though? That's a great deal. What about you, Matt? Are you allowed to tell us what you do? It's like he delivers pizzas. You work for the government.
Yeah, I'm in the mob. I'm in waste management.
Is that a paycheck deal? You get a check for that?
No, I do video marketing. I work for a college in Chicago. So I studied video. I've done a bunch of our videos, and I guess like the YouTube sort of became a me thing as far as management. Oh
shit.
But yeah, I do kind of it's office work. It's definitely, there's less passion behind those videos than the ones that we make for Palmer Squares for our fans and everything. So, we've that trips me out, because if you think about that, we've never we have a lot of content, and you mentioned that, like having, 2 EPs in 2012, and we have like a handful of projects and videos, but it's all been like hobbyism. It's been evening and weekend activities. Like we've never ever gone or been able to go 100%. You know what I mean? So that's something we're trying to do in the future.
It's amazing.
And it's kind of nerve-wracking, but we're like, why don't we just quit our fucking jobs already and
and just do this.
Just go on the road more and just see what happens. What if it, even if it's not financially fruitful from the jump, I think we'd just enjoy it more than having to take our fucking cape off and the fun stops. And we got to go back to, knocking on people's doors and sitting in your office chair. So one day, we're trying to go 100% eventually.
Right. Are you concerned at all? Because obviously hip hop is not going in the way that we want it to. It's definitely like kids are all into this, like the trap stuff and as much as I hate to call it mumble rap, it's mumble rap and I hate on it in a way that I wish I didn't.
Yeah.
But are you concerned that now the music that you all are making is sort of like taking a back burner to this new
fashion?
Yeah. Are you worried about that as like artists who are trying to come up and like be artists?
It's concerning personally, because I guess we know that we don't fit into that mold. So it's like, we could just try to make this sort of sound and probably be more successful, even though that's just,
I don't even
too.
Please don't.
think I don't fit into it from like a conceited hip hop head level.
Yeah, but
I think it's I'm not cool enough. I think it's
you think you're not
it's
cool
what's
enough.
cool right now, and I'm not
right.
cool.
Yeah. But fuck being cool. Who wants to be cool?
there's.
I wish I was cool though.
No, do you?
It's not like I completely denounce trap music or anything. There's plenty of. So we just saw Waka Flocka Flame live at a music festival last Sunday, and it was awesome.
Oh, right.
It was so much fun.
I didn't enjoy it that
No,
much.
I thought it was great. I might have been a little inebriated,
I might
but
have
that's what it
fallen
takes, I
asleep
think.
slightly on a blanket, but
you just
but no,
can't
I guess I get it.
I woke up for Ole Due.
Ole Due.
Oh.
Ole Due. But there's
That's my jam.
So I don't know, like I get it, and there's
Sure.
I don't know, and even like some of the stuff we've done, or like some songs on Planet of the Shapes, were us trying to encompass a modern sound because we didn't want to get left in the dust. But it's
we've
hard,
made attempts at like contemporary sounds,
Right.
and that's what a lot of Planet of the Shapes was. And then Napalm is also
it's a good segue for the new project.
is like a response to the negative response that we got from Planet of the Shapes for testing out those contemporary sounds.
Really?
We're saying
how negative was it? Like, what kind of stuff were you hearing?
Not overwhelmingly,
go
but
fuck your mothers.
People are
you
critical
should die
when
in
you
a
step out of that box.
Are you getting that shit? Is that real? Like, I know it's fun. I know you like just being funny, but is that real? Like, do you get that weird hate shit?
Not never as much as we get like people, but what's weird, like seemingly people never really have a lot of bad things to say about spooky language. So over the years, we wanted to like try, we work with a different producer, and then we're gonna work with all different producers for a project, and then this and then that, and now we're at a point where it's wrapping up with like the 5-year anniversary. And, to like go back to that sound. So I think it's perfect timing, and it's very not modern sounding.
And that's the project that most people who would negatively review Planet of the Shapes and
to go back to
sounding they would say things like, work with Nate Kiz again and more of that boom bap language kind of shit. So
you can't hate on the boom bap.
It was a good response to anyone. Usually when we make a project, at least me, I think the aim is more to, with the next project, appeal to the people that didn't like the last project.
Oh.
As opposed to everyone,
Interesting.
Use what worked from the last one.
Yeah, don't trap yourself in a corner. Try to expand to a new sound.
Yeah, the people that liked the last one, now they got something they like.
Right.
And the people that didn't, now I want to work for something so that everybody's got something they can put on.
Right. I always said that, nobody's going to like everything, but hopefully everybody who's listened has something they could like, whether that's the no foam frat party dumb song, or it's like a more commercial sounding, for lack of a better word, like Never Had Nothing or Muff Hugger or something, or it's those throwback and the boom bappy or Nate Kids productions. We do want to like have a diversity in sound, but we still want that all to be our sound, I guess. So
yeah, well, absolutely.
Certain lines we don't cross, or beats that don't appeal to us, but yeah, I think Napalm is definitely a throwback, and I think everybody who's, like Seth was saying, had any gripes with the more modern sounding stuff, this is going to be like the least modern sounding rap album this summer. So I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, that was when we both listened to the final mix. We were saying like, if we can both come up with the most negative critique of our own thing, both of us kind of agreed that we don't even think it's really negative in terms of what our listeners have been asking for. But my only, the biggest thing I could say is that it doesn't sound new. It doesn't sound like this is, a new album that dropped this year.
Right. Do you feel like you guys are in? Do you feel like I don't want to say capable, but do you feel like you're looking for a new sound at any point? Do you feel like we know what we're good at, we know what we can stay true to, but like maybe it's time for us to create the new thing? Like I'm waiting to find out like who that artist is going to be to like take us out of trap and mumble, and then like
it's not gonna be us.
Question answered. Noted. Awesome.
If it is, I'll surprise myself, but I don't have any
so
ideas
you all
for I ain't the next Future.
No. Well, that's all right. That's all right. But you're making great tracks, and that's what.
Okay, something
I will say we are like right now we have a show at the end of this month in Chicago for our release, and we're like trying to get a drummer and a bass player behind us right now to like start like a band sound. We've always wanted to do that, and we never really have. So that's one thing.
That's amazing.
That again, we're not like changing the game or anything, but we're changing our game, and we want to build a band maybe, and even in the future, years down the road, we could tour with a band, and I think we could have a whole new show and a real show with that element. And something we talk about doing more down the road if we can get out of our jobs and do this more so. We both have musical backgrounds outside of writing raps. Like I played drums for a long time and then fell out of it.
Right.
And Term plays guitar and can sing pretty well. So it's like we want to like take more of a role in our production, and not just do songs on beats that are provided to us, but start making a little more So yeah, I think our sound is still growing
Right.
too, but we're gonna see where that leads. That's just like a couple of things that we've talked about now, but that's like big picture, you know.
Amazing.
Yeah, more custom productions with our involvement and maybe a band too. So it's gonna take a while, but we're talking about it now.
Yeah, you guys. So nobody's complaining right now about where the P squares are at for sure. In
Okay,
fact,
good. That's just us.
In fact, let's
All right.
let's look at Facebook real quick. Boo. Desiree's having problems with the live stream. Sorry, Desiree. Dan Patrick says never died down. Sammy Rawl says I love the P squares. Kyle Jones, do they have a Team Backpack or a Mission Underground? Do you guys do anything with Team Backpack or Mission Underground? Is that a thing?
No, we've gotten that a lot. And I've like tuned in. I've watched a lot of people that we, you know, collaborators, and watch like Wax and Gmo and other folks and be involved in Team Backpack. I've kind of gotten mixed reviews from the people that like know it. People love it and, you know, want to be a part of that. And then I've heard other people say that they don't do their artists well, or they got like rhyme biters and I don't know, like, so it kind of is dependent. I feel like I've gotten both sides of the fence as far as that, but I never really, we've never done a thing. So I guess I'll reserve judgment until we have an experience with it. No, we hadn't done that for no other reason than we just didn't make it happen. Yeah.
Interesting. All right, so yeah, and you're killing it now, so it doesn't sound like you need any of those cats anyway. People are hoping that you're touring in Canada. Thomas Albert says Canada tour. Is there a tour thing coming up anytime soon? Are you guys?
Funny you should ask.
Hey.
We're working on it, and Canada.
Particularly,
we're
Canadian.
looking at you, Canada.
Oh.
We know we've not been there in a while, and every time we go there, it's great. So
every time we go, we are told that we've neglected some region.
So we're working on it, and we're that's like first priority on the locations list for later this year.
Yeah.
We want to go coast to coast Canada, and then maybe we can work in some U.S. dates too, and come back down the coast or something.
Yeah,
so
I'm gonna need
again
you guys
another
in
thing we
Florida.
just started talking about, and I think we got an early jump on it this time. So not this summer, but we're trying to be in Canada and all over Canada before the end of the year. So hold us to that, and we'll try not to disappoint you.
That doesn't have anything to do with the fact that they're trying to legalize cannabis now, like all the way through, does it? It's not like, oh, that's a good idea now.
I mean, it doesn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt. Yeah, good.
It's what makes going to like Oregon and Washington more fun.
Yeah,
in the States
without
now.
question.
Sure.
Yeah, without question. Good.
But yeah, that'll be a nice perk of the job if we can make it out there.
Right, for sure. God, I can't wait. I'm jealous. I may chase you out there just to go to a show. Trent says TPS and did the little prayer hands. Folks, by the way, we're listening to this feed every once in a while, just so you guys know. There's like a little break, like there's a little. We just get a little stutter. So don't be surprised if I like throw hands up and try to like get you to pause for just a second, because every once in a while it blows up. Let's say AJ wants to know: do you guys get recognized in public?
A little bit. Yeah.
We just went to a music festival and we got recognized a few times. It was pretty cool.
We played Muff Hugger. Prob Cause had a set at Summer Camp Festival last weekend, and we were there. Excuse me. Anyways, and arranged to go do a song there. So we definitely saw Palmer Square's fans in the crowd for that one track, and then we kind of got recognized walking around camp a few times. But that's like centralized music fans, so higher ratio of spotting us. But and then we like got back too, and people are sending us messages on Facebook like, "Hey, weird question from a big fan. Were you guys at summer camp? Because I think I was camped like right next to you, but I wasn't sure it was you." I'm like, "Dog, we were there for 4 days. You didn't come over and verify whether or not we would have hung out." And but now that's over.
That's all right.
But apparently, even more people than we thought recognized us there,
which is awesome.
And
these girls in their underwear with the dopest butts.
The dopest butts.
They're like, you guys rock.
All right, so that's a good question. Boobs or butts, guys?
It's out of nowhere.
Are you boobs or butt guys? Is that a thing? Like, do you guys have a preference, boobs or butts?
Butts.
Yeah,
butts.
I think
Unison. 1, 2, 3. Butts.
Yeah. Yeah, butts. No question.
I mean, I ain't hating. I like the whole package. But yeah, butts are fantastic.
All right, so here, all right, so there's a shitload of comments, so I'm just going to try to burn through a few of them. Never saw Planet of the Shapes coming. Never. That's Gil Pomar. Gil. Yeah, well, it was there. TPS is absolutely amazing from Alicia O'Ryan. I first heard of TPS in rehab, laughing like shit. What's up, Richie Santmeyer? Yeah. Woo. All right, that's good.
We helped. I mean, that could be a counterproductive if you're listening to us in rehab, but
yeah, but nobody goes to rehab for the pot. That's not a thing. And if you do, you're stupid.
He was going to.
You're just stupid. You just need to do nothing for the rest of your life. Let's see what else we got here. What are their jobs from Gil Pomar? So we already know Terms doing.
All right, Gil, that's enough.
Yeah. Yeah, we did that. Rewind.
Gil and
just
our
go
friends,
back.
we speak a lot daily. He speaks. I listen.
He does say that TPS would sound so good with a full band. So
All right.
You're wrong there. We're working on it.
Yeah, no, it's coming. The world needs that good old hip hop that tells stories. Miss that stuff. Thanks, Ole. Mikey says, "What up?" All right, cool. What Term can play guitar and sing from Desiree? Desiree's excited about you guys right now. Gil wants to know last names. Fake. I don't even know what this. What is this emoji called? I don't know how to. I don't know how to.
The girl doing this?
No, it's a dude doing this. They have both now.
I gotta update my
It doesn't
OS.
matter. Yeah, you gotta update. You gotta update.
I don't have I just get question mark and alien faces when people send me emojis because I'm living in the past.
Right. Yeah, that's right. It's good. Stay there. Please stay there forever.
Yeah, we'll stay put.
Patrick McCarthy wishes you could live off of your music only. Let's see what else. They're playing San Diego July 6th. Is that already a thing?
Good promo. San Diego July 6th. San Clemente July 7th. And we're going to be in Hermosa Beach on July 8th. We just set up a little 3-night visit in Southern California. So that is true. That's the only other thing booked right now between our Chicago show and the tour we're working on for the fall. So, go to California in the meantime. That's going to be a fun 72 hours.
Awesome. John Butler says, "Give me a shout or I'm passing away."
Boy.
So,
Butler.
So shout out John Butler.
What? John Assler.
No, we don't want you to die, homie. That's fucked up. Can't wait for the new album and for the P Squares to come to Cali this summer.
Yes.
I saw Axe Mom was here. What? I saw Axe Mom was here. What do their families think and do? They go to shows. Do your families care about what do they think about your hip hop stuff, and do they come to your shows? Is the question.
Yeah, our families are fairly supportive, and like my mom, I've said before, she like when you're starting and you're like, Seth comes over after school and we're recording raps, it's not the most supportive. Like, do your homework, get your priorities straight, Matthew. But now she's absolutely like my biggest fan, and she already has an advanced copy of Napalm and is like raving about it, and
so
she's
good.
trying to, can I get on the guest list for the show? Of course you can, Mom, of course. But she's adorable and hilarious, and
I love it.
Both our parents were at our last Chicago show, so it's actually really awesome, especially in like a tour scenario, which was newer last year to us, like being on the road and then coming home, and then all your like friends and parents and family, and my mom's coworker like surprised her, and it was just like a bunch of cool support going on. So I mean, I love our fans. I love that our fans are chiming in right now, and fucking dumb Dan has never died down.
Yeah,
it's fantastic. But our parents definitely at this point seem to be pretty supportive, and we appreciate that.
Yeah, I've got like my dad was in bands, and I got older brothers who were all in bands, so it wasn't like anything my mom had to like approve of or get used to.
Right.
It's just the fact that it was rapping. I think we were doing it for like 2 years before I mentioned at the dinner table that like, eating
spaghetti. Like, by the way, I rap.
I remember my mom was like, "What? You said rap?" I still when I tell people I work with, and sometimes they'll think I'm kidding. Or
like we don't believe you.
Don't.
Do you
Like,
just
yeah,
like,
I do.
you just drop knowledge on them
like-
at that point?
What?
Do you just drop knowledge on them at that point, or you just like?
No, I usually just let them not believe it.
Yeah.
So when they do find out, they'll be even more surprised.
You seem like that kind of guy too. Like you don't give a fuck. Like, believe me or not, I don't give a fuck.
It doesn't matter to me if my manager at a pizza place knows that I do what I do.
So good. All right, I'm gonna give a couple more, and then we're gonna. If you all aren't following the squares, Is it safe for me to say that you all are fans of Cannabis?
Yeah.
The rapper?
Cannabis,
Cannabis.
is he still? What happened to that guy? I don't even know.
Well, he pulled out a notebook and a battle. That's the last we saw.
He said something about how your mom's soup or wonton, Tom Cruise and wonton soup. I don't know. It was terrible.
Yo, the Cannabis is an animal with a mechanical mandible. Come here to damage
Cannabis
you.
is an amazing rapper and
killed it.
another actual big influence for us. But
He
He
came
came
out
out in to stab you in the abdomen.
right. He came out and
Cannabis
pissed a
was a
few
big
people off, and then was like,
influence,
"Bah, I'm done. I did it." All right, so real quick, we're gonna talk about that because
That's more than
Ghost
Eminem.
Riot Radio is a pro cannabis show, and if you don't know already, you're late. Welcome to the show, by the way. By the way, make sure if you're watching on Facebook, don't just tell us how much you love the Palmer Squares. Hit like on my page. Just do me a favor. Just shout out your boy real quick. Yeah, we want to see you. Tacoma, Washington, come down. Portland, Maine, blah, blah, blah. I fully support TPS. Go to as many Chi-Town shows as I can. Why wouldn't I? That's a good question, Mary. You're a smart person.
thank you.
Acumental wasn't saying he doesn't need those cats. He loves those cats. Palmer Squares have the respect and are always the best. From Seamus Ahern. You got to love
Right,
that.
Seamus.
Uh,
You say so.
Julia, can't wait to see you in Chicago.
Julie!
My homie Madison, who's normally on the show, says, question for the band. How is your Tinder game at the moment? And when was the last time you sent a dick pic? Hashtag tasteful mangina.
Right now. Tinder,
Wait, pause.
sent a dick.
Pause.
Boom. Done.
All right.
Next question.
Yeah.
I
No,
didn't
wait.
answer.
Yeah, wait.
No, spend a little more time on the
Same.
dick.
We don't. We're not on Tinder.
I've never been on like a dating app thing.
Smart.
It's real world or bust.
on when we were on
And
tour.
bust.
A girl took a picture of my dick.
Why was it open to take a picture of?
What?
Why was it just available to have a picture taken?
Because we were showing each other our private parts.
Noted. Did it become was it a thing? Did you have to like try to ask people to take it
So you didn't
down,
have
or
to send it. You just let her have it.
No, yeah. I just let her keep it.
was she
I've
drooling
never
a little
sent
bit?
a dick pic. I don't know.
Yeah, that's all right. But you never.
My
you
dick's
have
never-
a
like
lot of
nothing
confidence.
to write home about. They don't need to wait for a picture in the mail. Like
Okay.
It's not.
it's probably better left to the imagination.
It's not a lack of confidence in my dong itself. I don't think it's just a lack of confidence in like somebody being interested enough to want to see a picture of my penis.
Term has zero self-confidence.
What?
Gone.
Okay, so hold on. Nobody's
interested in me. I'm not cool enough to listen to trap music.
All right.
I'm just not.
What's
I'm not
cool about these guys being humble is the fact that nobody makes hip hop albums without having a little bit of a thing. Like you have to have a little faith in yourself and a little. Like,
Yeah, we got that.
Yeah,
we got
yeah,
a
you
little
do.
bit.
Right.
That's
so,
why our whole thing and gimmick like it doesn't make any sense.
which again makes them extra entertaining. These dudes, you have no idea. I've been fans, like literally a fan of these cats for years. They're killing it. All right, let's talk weed. We're gonna
Hold
try
on,
to.
real quick though. Have you been on Tinder dates? Like,
Fuck.
I don't know. I've never even like seen what Snapchat looks like. I really am an old fuck.
Yeah.
What's a Tinder date like, Nick?
Okay,
Tell
so,
us.
so Snapchat is gross. Stay off of Snapchat. Unless you're 12, you shouldn't have
I've
a Snapchat.
gotten it 3 times because girls told me to download it, and I was like, "So titties, right?" And then I get it, and there's no titties.
No titties, right? It's like watching
So I
people
played
eat
it.
food and like shit that nobody cares about.
I walked
Like,
my dog earlier,
Right.
and I went and bought a water at a vending machine.
all I will
piece of
say,
shit.
all I will say is that I have been on Tinder and Bumble and all of them. But
That's not great.
is it great? Is it great? It's not. Okay, so what I tell people, which is so funny. How you doing, Dad? You
Rather
good?
jerk off.
What I tell people is that Tinder and all of those things are whatever you make them. So it's all about whether, like, if you are looking for like quality relationships, then you will just let people know that you're looking for that until you find one. Hopefully, if you're looking to just, bump uglies, then you can find that too. So it's an open forum for people, but without question, it just becomes like the dirtiest of places if you let
I
it.
think we just go long periods without getting laid if we have to. And like we're never gonna pull
Right,
the
like
phone
there's-
out and
like
be
there's
like,
nothing
"Where
wrong
is
with-
she for
right.
tonight?" It's
Yeah.
like, well, you didn't figure this part of your life out
I don't
well enough
want
in
to.
advance.
I don't
so
want to like listen
you
to some
live another
girl
day.
that I've never met talk about shit that I don't care about
Right.
to get a nut. Like I'll just masturbate.
Right.
Best.
Because nobody
Well,
knows me better than me.
It's everyone's problem with masturbating all this stuff.
No. Nothing. If you think there's anything wrong with that,
phone?
you go tell your pastor that we said it's okay. All right, so let's move on. So we're gonna go right from masturbating to cannabis because that's like my favorite shit ever. So it's no secret.
Masturbate.
It's
you
no,
don't jerk it without a toke.
right?
Sometimes
It's
I'm like,
so
my
different.
pants are down, and I'm like, wait a minute, and I gotta like jump to the other room.
We're getting way off the rails. All right, cannabis.
No. We're allowed to stay off the rails the whole time. I don't really want to talk about your dicks anymore, but we could just do whatever.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk cannabis. I got the burn in Chicago. I don't even know what I had. I tend to be a bit of a snob when it comes to weed, and so first, do you guys have favorite strains?
I remember for a long time, Headband was my favorite.
Headband is great, yeah.
I just really liked.
It was the only one I knew.
Yeah, like when we were younger, like, because in Chicago, this will be news to West Coasters and shit. Like, it is not, like, when I get weed, I get weed. It's like, I need a bag of weed. And then nobody's telling me, for the most part, what the name is, if it's indica or sativa. It's like, I'm out of weed. Here's my $50. I need more
I'll
weed.
take whatever
and
weed.
That's like as technical as it's ever been in my life. And I've been smoking weed over half my life, which is
awesome.
I don't know, sad, cool.
No,
right?
it's awesome. Are you alive? You have a good job? Like, you feel like you're doing
Yeah, and it's never
you're
like
still
held
good
me
to
back
people?
or anything.
Right, yeah, exactly.
You know, unless I let it. But yeah, like
right. I'm
and
just
then we
gonna play
go to
video games.
the coast, like, people,
Pause.
I had to learn what that was.
Are you good? All right, and try again. All right, good. Every once in a while, your feed just dumps out, so I just want to make sure we catch that. But yeah, all right. So sorry. Go ahead. Repeat yourself.
But I don't know, for a long time, and still, but for a long time, I had no idea different types of weed. And now I have a better understanding of what does what and everything. But I guess that's never even been important. Like, I get back to Chicago, and it's like, weed, please. One bag of weed, please.
Yeah, and I think that's most people up until really like the last 5 or 6 years, when all of a sudden it was like, well, we're legal over here. We get to.
We're just starting. They're just starting to pop up dispensaries.
Yeah.
I know of like 1 or 2 downtown, but I really still don't know how you get a card.
You have to
My
like
dad
have a certain one of the list of things that you can qualify for. But
my dad lives in the burbs out here, and he has a card. So sometimes I'll just drive out to his crib, and he'll get me like $40 eighths and stuff. But
Chicago, you don't know that, by the way. He's just saying that it's possible that it's around.
It's an advertisement for Huckleberry Fish.
What is like the last thing he got me? It comes in.
Whoa.
Like, legit stuff.
Yeah, the marketing is fucking phenomenal, by the way. And you guys can't see this. I apologize on Facebook, but make sure you stay up on this channel. I'll post the YouTube
It's funny
feed.
because I was hanging with my dad, and he was like, they all got brands. He's like, Revolution's got good stuff. I like Revolution a lot more than Rhythm, And then there's these other guys. I had to stop him.
Like, I don't
he's
care.
He's like, he's 50 something, and I had to stop my dad and just be like, did you ever think that you would be having this conversation? You're talking about weed brands like Coke and Pepsi.
Right. And that's how it should be. Oh my God, that's how it should be. If you're out there and you're watching this show and for any reason you don't agree with us, just turn it off. We don't need you. All right, so God, I have so many questions for you guys, but these cats are blowing you up. What's your favorite hamburger?
What? Are there
Somebody wants to know what your favorite hamburger. Yeah, I don't know.
Cheese on it.
Yeah, it's got.
I like
cheese.
the farm house burger that's got a fried egg on it.
Oh yeah, fried egg is key. All right, cool. All right, so Anna threw peaches across the screen, which I assume means that she was part of the whether or not we're boobs or butts conversation, and so she just threw butts everywhere. We agree, Anna. Literally unanimously, we're all butts. When's term want to hit up Big Sky and shred Lone Peak? Lego. All right, somebody's ready to ride. Would you guys come back to the Northeast?
Or shred
like a
it.
ski field, right? Or like
I don't ski.
Well, not yet.
Mary Kruger says, tell Ack his mom is listening. Great show.
That's my mommy.
That's so awesome. Mary, thank you for watching.
Like I said, biggest fan, biggest supporter. She wouldn't miss my radio interview for the world.
Mary, hit like. We love you. That's
Mommy.
awesome. I'll try to put on people as cool as your son, I promise. From Broken Language to Planet of Shapes, 7 years, the best music I've ever heard. Term K and Ack, the best foe. I don't know what that was. Thanks, Seamus. We appreciate it.
Thank you, man. Thanks for listening for a series of years. You could have quit at any time, but you're in there.
Mary's blowing us up. I am here in all caps with like 90 exclamation marks and an awe with a heart. So good. Josh Rinninger says, I will always support you guys. Gil's in the house. Gil loves you guys. Gil's got questions for days. Let's see. Danny Hester says, shout out Montana. Been following Square since I stumbled on the Here We Go Cypher. Been writing ever since. Hit it up. Hit it up.
Hit it up. Hit it up.
Term
That's
do
the
it.
only good line I have in that video.
Do it for us. Just hit him with a
Hit it up.
Hit it up. Hit it up. If you're not paying attention, that's gold from him. So you got to know. There are multiple people asking about your cheeseburger favorites. All right, sorry, we did it.
Why? I like bacon on an avocado.
Oh, you hipster.
Not turkey bacon.
Not turkey bacon. All right.
Is avocado on anything hipster?
No, I don't know. Who cares? I don't know. I just throw that out there every once in a while to pretend I'm not, but I am. I like hip things. Fuck it. Yeah. But it's cool. Like Term says, I know he listens, and Ag is in my top 10 favorite MCs of all time.
No way.
Gil is just like P Squares. Yeah, he's going hard. Love the Squares. Going to Chicago show all the way from Ohio. Thanks, Adam. That's dope. It's a good idea.
Fuck yeah. We'll see you in a couple weeks.
Ooh, Jamie Barr wants to know, what's the worst you guys ever bombed?
Ooh, that could be St. Louis.
But we had people tell us that they liked that.
Yeah, they lied right to our faces.
So personal choice. Yeah.
There have been times like very early on where I've like forgotten, like just dropped a verse, right?
Right.
I turned around and like, but that was really, really early. Again, like for video shoots and like holding it up, you never want to be that guy who like fucks up the spot or whatever.
Right.
But I remember one time we went into St. Louis for the first time, and that always stood out to us because we learned the lesson. I guess we didn't learn the lesson if I look at the recent past, but fans getting us too fucked up before the show, like
shots.
We're just hanging out. We're not even in a green room. We actually had a green room that night and didn't even want to. We're like, no, we're pretty social. I like having a few drinks with fans and hanging before the show. But that night we both like got really liquor drunk and blunted for like 4 hours before, that's another thing. You like kill time. You get there, sound check and doors, then you got openers. And then like by the time you're on, if you don't play it careful, which we didn't that night, we just went on stage and like really were faced, and we opened up with like Grape Room first song, and that's like a 6-minute straight rap.
Yeah.
And you don't realize it until you're on stage trying to recollect all the words, and you're just up there like, fuck, like you're just having a hard time. And I remember we struggled
like 5 bars straight, which
just kept fucking them up.
Equal to like 20 seconds of just standing there. Just nothing.
You gotta just jump back in, and you jump in like 4 bars at a time, and then we're like trying to find the spot, and that's literally song 1 of an hour headlining set, and we were just like, well, we fucked
you learn from your mistakes.
Yeah, you.
But then we had, we kicked ourselves in the ass for a while on that one, and then some girl like Facebook messaged us about that show, and said like it was one of the best. I mean, she could be retarded or something.
Or sarcastic.
She said it was one of the best shows she's ever seen. Which usually when people say that about us, no matter what, I'm like, wow, you gotta see a lot more shows. Gotta get out more. But,
so good, guys. All right, so hold on. Let's. All right, so here's what we gotta do. We have a shitload of questions between myself and everybody on Facebook right now. By the way, Facebook, if you're watching us, thank you. We appreciate it. Shout out the Palmer Squares on this comment feed, but also make sure you hit the like button on this channel. We appreciate the likes. We're gonna try to have more amazing artists like the Palmer Squares coming up. What I want to do is pick your brains about the EP, because if you all don't know, there's an EP coming called Napalm. We're all super stoked, and I've got a little leak. I was just told, wait, you just tell them again. If they saw you live, they may have seen this track.
Yes.
Yeah, there's been a couple people I've seen like that have hit me up on Instagram or whatever asking about this song, if it's going to be on Napalm, and the answer is yes.
We were playing it while we were on tour with Wax in the fall, so anybody who saw us on that tour last fall has probably heard this song, but it's called Any Luck, and it's one of...
and they only heard a shortened version.
Yeah, actually, that's true. We were playing a revised kind of snippet version on the road, but that's the only taste we had. We were kind of warming that song up while we were touring with Wax. But yeah, we have a project called Napalm. It comes out in 8 days on the June 12th, if my math is correct there. And it's our first. It's celebrating the 5-year anniversary of Spooky Language, which is our first project. We haven't really worked with Nate Kids since that, and it was really cool to just link back up after all this time and join forces again with like 5 years more growth on both sides. So check out Napalm, and there's one song ready to leak now.
Oh, so good. We're gonna do it literally right now. I'll tell you what. Let's break into that track. We'll come back. All right, so here's what we're going to do for you all watching on Facebook. I know there's a bunch of you out there hoping to possibly talk to these guys. This is going to be terrifying. This is going to be a 4-hour show. Cats are just going to call all over the place. So we're gonna take literally one call at a time. So if you're calling and it doesn't go through, just try again. And if it doesn't make it, I apologize. We only have so much time. I can't keep these guys forever, and my phone's going to die at some point. So here we go. Let's do this track off the new EP, Napalm. If you're not paying attention, find them literally everywhere at the Palmer Squares. There is pre-sale happening right now. I believe, like, for something like $40, you get the album and a tee, right?
Yeah, hard copy of the CD, and we did a shirt, which is just a limited shirt, really for this pre-sale run, and we'll get rid of the rest on tour or something. But we always try to. I think at first we talked about not doing much for this, but like it kind of shaped up to be worthy of something. And our fans ask if we ever like, maybe we won't do a shirt. People are like, where's the shirt? Where's the poster? You can get that right now. $40, hard copy, and a t-shirt. Go to thepalmersquares.bigcartel.com. And they'll be available individually after the pre-sale.
So good.
Or just pre-sale the album day actually drops.
Yeah, we'll send digital down or stream links for everybody who stuff. So they get early.
Awesome. You guys broke up through that. But basically on the 12th, that shit is dropping. Make sure you hit the pre-sale shit right now. thepalmersquares.bigcartel.com. Make sure you check out all that shit. I'm going to fucking play them right now. We're going to come back. I'm going to let you know what that number is in literally like 4 minutes. So be ready. If you want to call and talk to these guys, I'm going to try to make it happen for you. Folks, make sure, I got so many questions. Make sure you head over to palmersquares.bandcamp.com if you want to catch up on all the shit that they've done in the past. We're going to go ahead and fucking make sure you smash that like. What do you do on Bandcamp? You hit a like or a follow?
Everything's, I don't even know, but we just made everything free again. So go there. You can download all our old projects right now for free. We tried to,
it's like,
you got to buy credits on Bandcamp, and we ran out for a while. So we have more, and now everything is all free. So get our old stuff.
Name your own price. You put in $0.
Or
don't put in $0 though. Support your boys. At least put in $5. Like, $5.
Yeah, you could do that. You should do that.
Put in $5
if you don't want to. You
come on,
gotta
support your homies. Like, do this, do it right. Make sure you put in some money, but it's all there for free. If you're feeling fucking cheap, we're gonna know. We're gonna smash your face at a show. Anyway, folks, off the brand new EP entitled Napalm, dropping June 12th. Make sure you mark your calendars. Grab your copy. This is the Palmer Squares with a track called Any Luck.
Draw like Uno, I'm too dope. There's no telling what y'all might do though, so who knows? We gamble on a huge over-under. I'm Zeus whipping thunderbolts, too close for comfort. I've gone AWOL, last in line behind the 8-ball, repeatedly thieving Peter to pay Paul. It's Napalm, prank call to bank with a bomb threat. Come for the wordplay, stay for the content. I'm not dead, just dying for attention. A pothead getting higher with his henchmen. The firebrand child from detention, yo. And I ain't even lying, I keep it fly till I'm retired with a pension. The weather's getting warmer. Attention deficit disorder, so I'm sort of distracted. No subordinate rappers in my camp. I was born to adapt syntax forward and back on this orbital axis. Yeah, I was normally absent from the classroom. Too busy working on a plan to be a wealthy man. Never had to beg nobody for nothing, but my luck ran out, and now I'm asking for a helping hand.
Any luck? Yeah, plenty, but it's all bad. So I fought back. dancing in the blizzard. Won't stop, chickens giving me gizzard. Snip it with the scissor, pretty inconsiderate. Claiming to be ill when he literally illiterate. Finna get anything he could grab at. Either a guinea pig or a lab rat. Ass hat, wear it out like a snapback. 21 guns going blackjack, rat-a-tat-tat. Somebody told me to quit. Another somebody told me I'm the rolling on the wrist. Don't even know the time. If it's over the borderline, then is it totally legit? Wagwan, undercover with this gun drawn. Was it something that I done or that I done wrong? Puffing on the blunt, I'm on the run, I gotta jump off. Or to write a poem or a love song, hooking the beat. How in the heck you expect me to stay woke when the music gon' put me to sleep? Same old, then I seen it before. Stank face came to even the score more. Any luck? Yeah, plenty, but it's all bad. So I fought back, now it's all good. Any luck? Yeah, plenty, but it's all bad. So I fought back, now it's all good. Maybe get with the go if you live in the windy city. Maybe dip if you don't wanna get to the nitty gritty. Lady Liberty Cole was twisting this. Millennial knee jerks like me first. Gimme the read for the sticky icky. Research in my blood, eternally love each person you touch. Keep turning it up to the umpteenth level. The bass has sound needs treble.
My ready ramshackle shack in shambles. Axe smashing cameras with acne anvils. A kooky sleuth hound only out for the truth. I'm long in the tooth, drowning in the fountain of youth. Hey, which way is up? I'm just popping in to say what's up, but I'll stay for supper if you chopping up a steak or something. I take initiative, nifty in my native tongue. Nicotine addiction, feeder sipping on Jamaican rum.
Rappers getting high, watching rappers getting high, watch it. Unless you wanna know what happens when we die. I'm laughing and I'm crying and I'm asking where the exit is. Take your asses on the exodus as the record skip.
You nervous Nellies never knew how to be heroic. My lethal poets leading cults, we could drink the potion. You see the omen, I'm a soulless heathen raising hell. But the streak is broken, so I take the L, keep it going.
Any luck? Yeah, plenty, but it's all bad. So I fought back, now it's all good. Any luck? Yeah, plenty, but it's all bad. So I fought back, now it's all good. Any luck, any luck, any luck, any luck, any luck, any luck, any luck.
Yo, so fucking good. Yo, we got the P Squares in the house, folks. If you are just paying attention now, we just played Any Luck off the brand new EP called Napalm. Guys, that shit is dope.
Oh, you're too kind, sir. Thank you.
No. Listen, it's just so fucking good to be able to listen to somebody who doesn't fucking suck. Can anybody hear me? All right, good. There we go. Listen, it's just dope to be able to listen to artists who are like staying true to what they do and remember that like hip hop was a thing where lyricism was an amazing part of the whole process, and it wasn't just about like having a beat and rapping to the same shit over and over again. Y'all are killing it, man. Killing it.
Appreciate it.
I can't wait till this EP drops. Can't wait. All right. I told everybody I was going to do this. I've got a ton. All right, wait. I'm going to go through my questions real quick and ask one more before I let you all dive right in here. But it's coming. Like, I literally have the number typed in here on Facebook already. Watch the comments. It's coming. I'll pin it to the top. Don't worry.
Is this like your personal line? You're just going to let these animals call you?
Yeah, that's really what's going to happen. that's really. So I started a Skype, like a second. So I have like a Ghost Riot Radio Skype account, and I just bought a phone number, and so I allow people to call in through that. So this shit could be a giant shit show. Who knows? We'll see what happens.
I can hear him, yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel like you should be able to. I haven't done it in a little while. We'll see. All right, here's what I want to know. It's still all weed stuff. Anyone, alive or dead, who would you burn with?
I don't know.
Nobody? You've got nobody. Okay, so, like, we have to push George Carlin out because that's obvious. But, like, nobody? You have nobody to be like, yo, if I could.
Dude,
he's alive.
I want to get high with Devin.
Yeah, I instantly was thinking dead people.
Oh, yeah, I do too.
People that would be great to smoke with. Yeah, you know who's this is the ultimate hack cornball list, obviously, but I bet we could smoke with Snoop Dogg before he dies. I was gonna say before we die.
Yeah, he's first. He's first.
Like honestly, I would want to just smoke with some legendary smoker like Snoop or Devin.
Right. Or Tommy.
Or like anybody. I'll smoke with anybody.
Right. We'll see what we can set up. I don't have any more pull than you guys.
Yeah,
do.
Devin the Dude is a great answer. I'm gonna tag that.
All right, Devin the Dude. That's a great answer. To date, you all have been on tour. You've been out hanging out with people. Who is your most memorable session?
Oh man,
like memorable.
Somebody you
like,
burned with.
Somebody
Like
smoked weed with.
So you've already burned with a few people. You've been out. You've seen some shit. Like, what was your and even if
I'm
it's
like,
not, even
I'm
if
really dumb, just memory wise.
Okay. So
I'm like bad at
so you're
questions
out?
like these because there's like probably 5 really good answers that I'm like, oh, I don't know.
All right, so we'll put it.
and then it's like a oxymoron because I'm trying to remember times when I was like the most faded,
Right.
where I can't remember
Right.
them.
And
for whatever
that always
reason.
ends up being those times too. You never like cut back when you're like, oh man, I'm with this person.
Well, I'll share this once. Like, this isn't the same, but a long time ago, before we were Palmer Squares, I went to go see Quell in concert.
Nice.
And a low key Chicago thing, and I like rolled a blunt specifically to like try to smoke a blunt with Quell because I'm like that. To me that was important. I was like, I need to smoke with this rapper who I respect.
That's
so
good smoker shit. Yeah,
I remember like making that happen and just being like an awkward geek trying to like talk. But anyways, and then like we went on to open up for Quell and chat with him in the Palmer Square days. But I guess it's just like I don't even remember these instances, but I remember when I was a fan of rappers and like we hope. We wait. Sometimes we don't have weed in cities, and we're like, God, I hope some fans smoke us out tonight. So
We're almost
we
like
appreciate every
spoiled
session. Yeah, we are.
To where there's some cities where it's like, oh, I don't even need to bring weed.
Right.
Well, that's part of the benefits, right? Like you put all the effort in, you should be able to like burn for free. That's like.
So the fact that anybody has well smoke blunt with for us, I hope that never stops.
Yeah, no, and if you guys end up making it to Florida, I promise you'll be fine the whole time. I promise.
We will be back.
Thank God. All right, here we go. I'm gonna touch Facebook one more time, then I'm posting this number, and we're gonna see what happens. Holy shit, they're just blowing you. Oh, somebody already knows. Somebody already knows. Hold on, let's see what happens. All right, here we go. Hold on.
It's like I hacked your system.
No, I told one person early. Yo, you're on Ghost Riot Radio. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. No, he didn't do it. It didn't work. Call failed. All right, well, we're going to keep going. All right, ready? Fuck it. We're skipping Facebook. We're skipping Facebook comments. Here we go. I'm posting it now. Oh, my God. This could get terrifying. I'm just going to pin it to the top.
I hope nobody calls.
No. They're all lined up ready to call. And don't forget.
It's my mom hang up, though, for real.
Nah, Mary calls. All right. All right, here we go. So it's there. 813-343-4798 is the number. If you want to talk to the P-Squares, for some reason you want to talk to me, we'll take those calls right now. You want to talk about weed, we'll do that too. You can make it all just one giant thing. All right. Oh, here they come. Caller, you're on the air. Welcome to Ghost Riot Radio. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Hello?
Oh, can we hear you? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello. Hey, this is Robbie from Minnesota.
What's up, Robbie from Minnesota? How are you?
Really good.
You're
Robbie was really hood.
What's going on?
Is it Zach?
Is what?
Or am I talking to Ghost?
You're talking to everybody. We're here, buddy. What's up?
Yeah, we're all here.
Word. Excellent. I can't believe I made it on.
Yeah, you made it. You were first. Well done. All right, so what's your question for the squares?
Oh, question for the squares.
Oh.
When will you guys be back in Minnesota? First. Second, what do you guys think of bocce ball?
Oh.
Bocce ball?
Yeah.
That's a great question. I play bocce ball with my dad sometimes at family gatherings.
And then
it's a real white person suburban activity.
I don't know what bocce ball is.
Trent doesn't even know what bocce ball is.
Is it like croquet?
Yeah, but without a mallet. It's like you throw a ball by other balls.
I played croquet once. I think I like croquet better. I was like 6 years old, but I think I fucked with it.
Who inspires you guys? And also, where is that park in Chicago that you guys get your name after?
Well, I mean, you could probably pin it on a map. It's Palmer Square Park in
Sacramento and Palmer.
Yeah, it's north side Chicago.
Or Kedzie and Palmer.
I really wanted to reiterate my comment. My comment that I posted is Palmer Squares equal MC squared.
Hey.
You guys equal MC squared.
And
You are
square
two
MCs be equal to
that are
E.
killing it. And that's squared.
That's crazy.
That's energy.
So
you
good.
guys are amazing.
And who inspires us? He says.
Yeah, who
Right?
inspires? Last
Like,
question.
I guess that changes.
Yeah,
There's
who
like,
inspires you guys?
there's rappers we like to listen to. Like, we're big comedy fans in general. So I listen myself to a lot of podcasts and comedians where you kind of draw inspiration from just hearing people talk about, I don't know, current events or whatever. Just hearing somebody else's.
One more question. What are you guys doing for the? Are you guys going to
structure.
do anything for the solar eclipse?
Oh.
The solar eclipse? No. When is that?
Are you going to catch it
When is it?
in August?
When is
August
it?
21st.
Oh.
No, is that a thing that people are already preparing for?
I have plans.
For people of all ages and for the public. And I'm working on the new Bell Museum. It's being built, the new planetarium in Minnesota here.
Crazy.
And we just did a party about the solar eclipse coming up in August 21st.
Hey.
And it's going to sweep across the U.S.
Well, our invitations must have got lost in the mail. Thanks a lot.
I think like mid-center U.S. Are you guys doing anything for that, or?
No,
No,
they
wide
don't even
open.
know. Yeah, it's wide.
I think it's gonna
Hit them
be-
up. Hit them up. Hit it
All right,
up. Do it.
And would they come to the U of M, University of Minnesota, and do a show?
You gonna
Like
set
for
it up?
Spring Jam next year?
Are you gonna set it up?
You got to help us make that
We could,
happen.
yeah.
We actually talked about trying to do some like college
I mean,
area
I
type
do
things
college
during
tour.
a semester, or like throw a tour focusing on that.
Either
But
way,
we have
either way.
not many
I guess I didn't
connections,
have a
so
really good
shoot us an
segue.
email, man.
What's college?
What is
Yo.
learning?
What is
I just
college?
really wanted
I
to say
agree.
that you guys kill it every time you come to Minnesota.
Hey.
Thank you, man. We'll be
have
back.
had
We don't
so
know
much
when
fun at
yet,
your
but we are
conference,
we're
and
working
you
on
have
it.
Such good energy.
So
when
good.
I've met you at the merch booth,
Bring it.
I smoked a blunt with you guys outside.
Thank you, man.
Yo, this kid's gonna make out with you if we're not careful.
Hey,
Hey, yo, homie, we appreciate your love. Thank you so much. We're gonna move on to the next call.
Thank you. My mom is trying desperately to call in. We've got to close the line.
Yeah, everybody is like freaking out right now. All right, so we're gonna cut you off, bro. We'll talk to you
We're
soon.
so excited for Napalm.
Hey, take care,
Thanks
brother.
for getting me on,
Peace.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Holy shit. So if
Okay,
every call is
be-
like that, we'll be on here for 4 hours. All right, so here's what we're going to do. From here on out, you get one question for the P-squares, and if you don't make it the best one you've ever had, tough shit.
that's
The
like
line's back
7
open. Call again.
I will say he like recovered well. I thought he had nothing. He's like, huh?
Yeah.
Questions for the squares, and then he's like, all right, I got like a
Right.
half dozen or more.
Then he was like he was going to take you on a
Gotcha.
date. That shit was crazy. What are you doing for the eclipse? That's a oh, here we go. Caller, you're on Ghost Riot Radio. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Nope. Nope, they gave up. All right, that's the end of that. Somebody else is calling in. Caller, you're on Ghost Riot Radio. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Ghost, your,
Hi, who's
your
this?
live stream is all choppy and buffering.
That's okay. Who are you?
Is this Desiree?
Okay, I'm Desiree. You
Yeah.
know what I'm calling.
Desiree. She said, "Get a guy to fix this streaming ASAP. I'm about to go to Metro. I'm about to Metro to Maryland from DC and ask my questions face to face." So good.
Ah.
Desiree, you're on the show now. We've got you. You're on record. So
What's up?
All right. Okay, so I have 2 questions for Term K and Axmento.
We're gonna allow it
What is
because
your guys' Okay, what's the guy's favorite munchie food?
ooh, good one. That's a good one. Term, what are you eating right now?
You know the the
I,
Keebler, like the fudge shop cookies with the stripes. You know, like the classic fudge shop fucking
yeah, they're I don't know.
chocolate. Like they're amazing. But like cookies and milk is an old guilty pleasure of mine, which I try not to do a lot because I'm like, milk just makes me have to shit, and it and I always do it like right before bed. It's just a bad habit. But
Right before
eating like fucking cookies and
cookies and milk.
Cookies and ice cream, and that's like my worst.
All right, you're gonna have to
I
tell
eat
me the
chips and
answers
shit all the
because
time.
I can't see it on the video.
Oh, but you should be able to hear him now. All right, so what's your other question, Des?
Wait, well, what about terms?
Oh yeah, wait. Oh, you're right. Hold on. Sorry, Des. Hold on 1 second. Term.
I make a mean garlic cream cheese dip thing.
Oh.
I don't know.
So you get cottonmouth and go garlic breath?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. My breath
And then
is
the
never good.
It's never good. It's literally never good. Okay.
never good,
Noted. All right, Desiree, what's the second question?
The second question is not related to Napalm because I haven't heard the album. But
Nobody's
it's
heard it. Yeah.
related to the song Consistently Inconsistent. When Term K said, a scholar never knew shit unless he used it to start a revolution. Can he expand on that? I love that line.
Are you ready, Term?
What I say?
A scholar never knew shit unless he used it to start a revolution.
That's a big question.
I was just saying,
It
your
rhymes.
knowledge is wasted if you don't use it for anything. Anything positive.
Cool. Good answer.
Useful. I feel like it's kind of a self-explanatory line.
Right. Desiree, you're a fan.
Are you
I'm
saying
an
you're a
activist,
scholar?
So I really that song,
No.
I'm like, damn, I relate to that.
Yeah,
Gives me hype.
that's a relatable. All right, so good. So what that so just so you guys know, you're making lyrics that people want to know more about. So even if you're only on a single level, people are going way beyond with you, which is dope. Desiree,
That's
thanks
what
for
you want them to do. Read extra into it.
Right, absolutely.
Sometimes you'll find an outlet, and then sometimes you'll think you figured something out, and it's like, no.
And sometimes you'll like give us we don't know what it meant until you ask us.
Somebody defines it for you instead.
I'll be like, yeah, that's
That's
what
so
I was
good.
going for.
I think that has happened before. Someone like pointed out an extra meaning, and like, oh yeah, and that could be interpreted this way, and I'd be like, well, I guess it could.
Right?
Me, bravo me.
Good point. That's awesome. Desiree, we gotta let you go. Thanks so much for calling in.
Thank you so much, Desiree.
Is she even with us? All right,
That's all right. Love you guys.
yeah.
Love you too. Thank you.
Love you.
Take
back.
care, love. Peace. All right, folks. 813-343-4798. We're gonna take 2 more calls, 3 maybe. We'll see what happens. But we gotta get to the weekend weed and do some other shit. We gotta talk about some stuff.
I gotta go see a movie with my mom.
Oh, is that real?
Yeah, I'm gonna see a movie about Winston Churchill with my mom.
Oh yeah, you gotta see that. That one looks good. That's a good mom movie too. Nice.
Rapper shit.
Are you and mom close?
Shit the rappers gotta do. Churchill. 2 for Churchill, please.
So good. Folks, the line is open, 813-343-4798. I'm watching it hard. If you all don't call in a second, we're going to move on to some questions and let these guys run. All right, I'll tell you what. While we are waiting for these guys to call in, let's talk. Mary Kruger, your mom is all over this. She says, monumental here again. She says the feed died. I still like, is it dead?
Is my mommy there?
It's
my
choking?
mommy dead? Guy who has
No,
the
your
chubby-
mommy's not dead. She said that's not. No. Oh, so cute. Facebook, if you're struggling right now, I apologize. Everybody else seems to be really happy with it, though, so let's see what happens.
Seriously, skip my mom. We'll call her after.
Yeah, well, no. Well, all right, so cats aren't calling, and it might be because that shit froze. So I'll tell you what we'll do.
Okay.
What's it say there? What do you mean? It's on a call screen? Motherfuckers are calling
Flooded
me
the
on
lines. We overdid it.
Hit cancel?
Dude, we broke the
What's
internet.
it do now? Now it's back? All right, so hopefully...
We broke the internet.
We
It's
broke
no
the
big
internet.
deal.
I got to
Broke
get a
the
better
internet
system.
again.
I got to get a better system. We'll see what happens. Hopefully everybody's back in. Yeah, my shit's frozen. At one point, we had 44 people going live with us. All right, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Guys, on every show, I try to do the Week in Weed sponsored by Normal. You down to hang out?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Let's fucking do it right now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Week in Weed.
Weed.
Yes.
This week in weed.
Yes. So good. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Week in Weed brought to you by normal.org. If you're not already a fan of normal.org, you fucking should be. It's NORML.
Normal.org, you're weird.
It's NORML.org. They're the National Organization for the Reform of Marijuana Law. Make sure you go check them out right now. Subscribe to them. Become a member. It's a good fucking idea. Let's talk about what's happening in the world of weed right now. Folks, in Phoenix, Arizona, I feel like this is already bad news. Republican Governor Doug Ducey has voted legislation Senate Bill 1337 that sought to establish regulations for the creation of a regulated statewide hemp industry. Oh, I said voted. I meant vetoed. He fucked it up, and I'm going to go boo. I agree. I can't read, apparently, but it's a bad thing. The measure determined that the development and use of industrial hemp can improve the state's economy and agricultural vitality. It's a good idea, but apparently these guys said no. That's fucked up. Make sure you go read that shit. Fortunately, the rest of the news this week from Normal is all about studies that have been done in the cannabis community to try to find out what the benefits are. Because now that things are becoming more legal, we're able to actually do those studies, which is awesome. So let's find out what's happening in New York. The oral administration of CBD, which is cannabidiol, reduces seizure frequency in children with intractable epilepsy, according to placebo-controlled randomized trial data published in the New England Journal of Medicine. Folks, it's a fucking serious medicine. Make sure you check it out.
CBD rocks.
Yeah, right? CBD does rock. We're going to get back to that.
Crummy back.
So,
Diagnosed with crummy back.
I got a question for you guys. How do you feel about the concentrate world right now? You feel like concentrates are a thing, or are you a flowers team? Like, do you have one way or the other?
I think we're flower guys just because we're what's the term, like old?
Old.
Traditionalists.
Because we're
Traditionalists.
old. Right, I agree.
But we don't have like rigs or anything. When people have given us like grams of shatter and stuff.
Sure.
We have no way of smoking it,
Right.
so I'll just like smoke a bowl and then drop a ball into the cherry.
Oh,
Like a paper, real scumbag.
Put it on the end of a
Real
paper clip, and then
Scumbag.
I look like I'm doing something gross.
yeah, it's like something bigger than what it is. Yeah. So now that you know, if you see the squares and you want to hook them up, flowers is better. And I agree. I'm just a flowers guy. I just like it natural. I like the way.
I don't smoke tobacco,
Oil
Yeah.
pens.
and I like the act. I think smoking cigarettes looks cool.
but
think it's
you'd
cool as
rather
hell.
burn tree instead.
They make me sick.
Yeah, they're gross.
So like I like the act of smoking a thing and blowing out smoke. And when I smoke dabs, I can only take like 2 hits before I'm like fucking
Couch lock, yeah.
I'm gonna fall asleep.
Noted. All right, so good. So now you know. Folks, I got 2 more things. And here in Baltimore, Maryland, cannabis exposure in utero is not, hear it again, not associated with any significant, long-lasting adverse outcomes in offspring, according to scientific review published online ahead of print in the journal Preventative Medicine. So now you know, if you smoke, this is awesome. If you're a mom and you're burning trees, you're not going to fuck up your baby by smoking a little weed, which we all thought was a thing. So that's fucking good, too. I'm not guaranteeing you anything. You're probably going to make a dumbass baby anyway.
That's what normal says.
Right. But I mean, that's what the scientific review of preventative medicine
That would be
said,
amazing.
so.
That would probably make my mom feel better.
It wasn't.
Oh, thank goodness.
It wasn't you. You just came out that way.
I knew it was all him.
I got one more. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. There exists, quote, minimal evidence in support of association between cannabis use by itself and the onset of psychotic symptoms in young people, which means that that shit's not making your kids crazy either. We hope. These are all like new tests. Fortunately, we're finally able to make these. No, we were making assumptions. Now we're actually testing this stuff out. Turns out so far all that shit is false that you thought was true about weed, which is negative. Go to normal.org and check out their news release section. You can read the full articles on all of this stuff. We want to make sure that you all are out there getting the best information possible. Folks, that was the Week in Weed. Let's see what Tommy has to say.
Hey, you want to get high, man?
Does Howdy Doody got wooden balls, man?
I think he does. He may have wooden balls. It's possible. Folks, that was the Week in Weed, brought to you by normal.org. Don't forget, go check them out, NORML.org. They're the National Organization for the Reform of Marijuana Law. We are still hanging out with the Palmer Squares. Nobody's calling back, but I think it's because that Facebook feed froze and people lost their minds.
Oh, darn it.
Yeah,
Thanks a
what
lot.
are you going to do? They can come back. It's still going. I'm watching it right now, so that's a
Oh,
thing.
that's not good.
Yeah.
We're
so,
still here. We're still standing.
all right, so here's what we're going to do. Don't forget, right now, the phone line is open. If you want to talk to the P-Squares, you want to talk to me, you want to talk about cannabis, you just want to say what's up, hit us up. It's 813-343-4798. Oh, there we go. We get a phone call right now. Caller, you are on the air. Welcome to Ghost Riot Radio. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Oh, man. I'm Richard. I'm calling from Washington State.
Hey, what's up, Richard in Washington State?
Richard.
Ricky.
Hey there, Dick.
Hi.
What's your question for the Squares?
Oh, man.
Not prepared early, huh? That's all right, Richard. What do you got?
Yeah. Y'all play video games?
No, next question.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater Volume 1.
Hey,
that's it.
Pac-Man.
Just Pac-Man.
Galaga, dude. I'm a Galaga playing
Again,
fool.
if it's old-timey, yeah. Like, I'd missed the curve, or like I totally lost track of all video game.
If it's not
all
on
Tony Hawk's.
If it's not on Atari,
And I would only play them on Free Skate, and then put on music of my own, and just do like I would skate realistically. We were skateboarders, so I would like. I wouldn't do like 100 tricks, and when I would like fucking kickflip down the stairs and then fucking 5-0 the thing. My friends would come over and just be like, "What the fuck?"
Combo shit, manny in, manny out, combo shit.
Yeah. It's all
so yeah, we're not totally in touch with the video game community.
That's dope.
I used to live with my brother when he had like an Xbox Live, and I would play like Medal of Honor and Gears of War like live with the guys. And it was fun as shit.
Yeah, for a while.
But then I moved out from living with my brother, so then I stopped doing that.
Then you learned how to play with your dick, and things just got more interesting from there.
On my own joystick right here.
You gotta get it. Hey, you gotta check it out. All right. So what's up, Washington? Are you a cannabis user?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe, man. Awesome. So you get to enjoy free weed. Tell us what's up with that. Are you enjoying it?
Oh yeah, it's great. Like I just smoked yesterday.
You smoked yesterday? That's the most recent you smoked?
Yeah.
Man, you're slacking.
You sound like you are weed.
Yeah. He's so complacent already. He's like, yeah, I smoked yesterday. Fuck it. Okay. It's just like a normal thing now here in Washington. All right, brother. Hey, we thank you for calling. We appreciate you. Take care of yourself.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right, brother.
Take it easy, Richard. We'll see you.
Oh, my God. All right, so that's...
Richie!
Hey, giggity goo. 813-343-4798. Hit us up. We're going to take a couple extra minutes. We'll talk about the squares, but then we're going to bounce. We're already like way longer than I thought. We're already at an hour and a half. Nicely done.
This tends to happen.
You guys are popular dudes. What can I say? Oh, here it comes. Caller, you are on the air. Welcome to Ghost Riot Radio. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yo, it's Sean from Texas.
Sean from Texas. That's my dude. What's up, man?
What up, man?
Yo. All right, so hold on. Let me this is our boy Sean, 19-year-old doing boom bap out of Texas. Originally from Chicago.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
Yo.
What up, Palmer Squares, though? What's up, man? What up, Terminac? How you guys doing, man?
Doing good. What's up?
Doing well.
I am good. How are you?
Yo, this cat hit me up yesterday. Was excited to talk to y'all. So I'm gonna leave it open. You all talk it up. Say what's up.
Rich was smoking weed.
Yeah. This is Shawnee from Instagram.
I gotta get on the actual live because I'm on my phone. I was watching the live on my phone, bro.
It's all right. It stays recorded. You'll be able to see it 100 times over after you're done. So just you got the opportunity to talk to your boys.
Sure.
Where your boys?
I wanted to ask them, what do they think the upcoming generation of mumble rap will do to people like myself, artists as myself, trying to come up with more original, less generic sounding content?
I mean, I think...
You know what I mean?
Oh.
You whatever the state of music is, you got to just make your shit.
Yeah.
I think, and like you should, keep your ear to the ground and know what the sound is. Or I listen to, I don't know, when new album comes out, I try to like stay up to date more than I used to, and just give anything a spin just so I know. But you just make your shit, and I think anything that's trendy it's trendy. It's gonna wear out eventually, and then somebody is going to be looking for something different at some point along there. So I don't know if that's what is most popular, or you feel like I wouldn't let it discourage you. And that's hypocritical because we are in the same boat of like, well, shit, like we're not encompassing a more modern sound sometimes or whatever. But whatever, man, you just got to do your shit, and there will always be people as long as you're making something real, something that sounds good and like is respectful to hip hop. There's an audience for that. It just might not be as fruitful as it used to be, but that shit'll come right back too, depending on how worn out everybody gets on the, you know, trap and mumble, whatever. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
You got to let people like what they like.
Absolutely.
Garbage music being popular isn't like a new phenomenon.
Never.
But,
yeah.
Yeah, man, I would just say you got to make your shit either way. And
Right.
Shawnee, I'll tell you what. You hit me up yesterday. We know already that you've got some tracks. You sent them to these guys. You sent them to me as well. All of us have heard your shit. We're going to give you a quick opportunity to plug yourself real quick, and then we're going to jump to the next caller.
For sure.
Do it.
Yeah, this is Shawnee Glass, man, upcoming artist from Texas. Go check me out. Follow me on SoundCloud. It's $HAWNY Glass, all one word. Shawnee Glass. Yeah, man. Fucking
Shawnee
Google that
Glass.
shit, man, whatever.
Yeah.
Go find me on there.
Yeah. Find him on Twitter, too, at ShawneeGlass_DOE.
Yeah, Shawnee Glass _DOE.
There you go.
what's up, man? Take it easy, Sean.
Shawnee, you
Yeah,
just
I
got to talk to
appreciate
the
you, man.
P Squares. We'll talk to you soon. I told this dude already I like his shit. We're going to try to find a way to put him on this show, too.
Yeah, man.
So be on the lookout. It's coming. Shawnee, thanks for calling, brother. We'll talk to you soon.
You too, man. You have a good one.
Brother, peace.
Sweet.
All right. All right. We're getting late here. It's getting late.
Yeah,
I even cut the week in weed short just to make sure that we got everybody in here. Dudes, do me a favor. Do me a favor and just tell everybody the best ways to follow you. Where are you trying to point people right now when it comes to social media?
Us?
Yeah, you guys. I don't have anybody else.
I was gonna let you tackle that. That was a bad idea.
You know, all the things, everything
things.
except Spotify.
Except Spotify. That's where we want.
I mean,
oh wait, everything,
sorry,
including
I meant
Spotify.
Snapchat.
All right, go away.
Yeah, no Snapchat.
Follow us at Palmer Squares on Twitter and Instagram, at the Palmer Squares on Facebook. We're very active. We talk to people.
That's right.
Yeah, we don't have a Snapchat, but listen to our Spotify.
Please.
And like I said, we have thepalmersquares.bandcamp.com. Everything's free right now if you want to listen to one of our albums or you only streamed it before and want to put it on your phone or something. You can just go do that, grab everything. And we got the new project coming out on next Monday, June 12th. So stay tuned for that. And it's, the first EP working with Nate since the first one. So hopefully this appeases some of our big Spooky Language fans and everybody else in between.
So rad. So rad. Guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Thank you, both of you, for taking time out on a Sunday to hang out with us. We appreciate it. I think everybody who got to watch is super stoked. These cats, people are still calling. I'm ignoring you guys now. Sorry, we got to shut the show down.
Thank you, man.
But I'll tell you what,
Appreciate the opportunity.
I feel like every chance we get, let's just please do us a favor and keep making more shit, and we'll just put you on the show every chance we get.
We're working on it. That's the plan.
coming.
Just for God's sake,
shitting.
don't listen to our Spotify. Don't listen to the Spotify.
Oh man, Spotify.
Everything but Spotify.
Just don't listen to their Snapchat is what, don't listen to Snapchat at all. You're not going to find anything you like.
Yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Folks, we're going to play one more track by these dudes. But before I do that, we obviously have to jump into some other shit that I normally do. Folks, by the way, if you're watching us on Facebook, thank you so much for everybody who put up. You know what? Here, let's talk to those guys one more time. Let's see who else said something to you. Holy shit, so many fucking people. Ghost, are your Riot symbols on shirts or something? Dope art. Oh, that's Desiree. Desiree loves you dudes.
What's up?
Right? Tell TPS Shawnee Glass loves them. That's Sean Russell. What's up? Eric Buckle says, I love concentrate on my flower. Hey, well, all right. Good for you. I can.
All right, give me some flower.
I'm the only, right? Awesome. All right, fuck it. Let's bounce. Folks, don't forget, if you are watching this show, there's another show you can check out, too. Don't forget, before I get out of here, we want to take a second to remind you, Ghost Riot Radio has decided to add a brand new show to this lineup every other Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. You can check out The Proof, which is the bi-weekly show dedicated to the best of spirits and cocktails. Episode 7, we skipped last week, will be Wednesday, June 14th at 8 p.m., where we will be recording live on Facebook at facebook.com/The Proof Radio. Go check that shit out right now. Next time you're on YouTube, these dudes are on YouTube, too. How do they find you guys on YouTube?
I believe that's just slash the Palmer Squares also.
There you
or
go.
just go to YouTube, search the Palmer Squares, and
Yeah.
you will find a bunch of shit.
A plethora of love. It's so good. But if you're looking for me and you want to find this show, youtube.com/Ghost Riot Radio. Make sure you leave a comment in the space below. Let us know that you love me, this show, the P Squares, whatever it takes. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button as well. They now added a little bell. Hit subscribe. Hit the bell. It'll let you know when you can find this show. Every time I drop a new thing, it'll let you know. It's a great thing to have. If you're on Facebook, once again, facebook.com/Ghost Riot Radio. If you've been watching this entire show, you may actually like this show. So hit the like button on Facebook and let us know what's up. If you're on Instagram, Ghost Riot Radio is the thing on Instagram. Instagram at the Palmer, just Palmer Squares, right? Instagram is just Palmer Squares.
At Palmer Squares.
At Palmer Squares. So make sure you follow those guys as well.
Drop the
On Twitter, I'm at Ghost Riot Media, which is the umbrella for everything I do, including video stuff. What are you guys on Twitter?
Same thing, Palmer Squares.
Just Palmer Squares. There you go. You got it already.
Follow us. We say stuff occasionally.
They do say stuff. They do.
Yeah.
They said stuff about this show. Thanks, by the way. Appreciate you guys.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely. If you're podcast heads, make sure you check us out. I'm on SoundCloud. I'm also on iTunes, SoundCloud. I did that. No, Stitcher and iTunes and TuneIn Radio. Someday I'll just start reading this shit instead of trying to remember things. One more time, guys, we want to thank the Palmer Squares for being a part of today's show. The final track by the Palmer Squares is called Holler. It's dope. It's off the album Planet of the Shapes. It's going to be the one to take us out of here today. Don't forget, this track, as well as all of the tracks you heard today, well, almost all the tracks, Any Luck's not out quite yet, is available on Spotify. So make sure you check that shit out as well. As always, I'm Nick Noble, thanking you for joining us for episode 32. We'll see you next Sunday for another episode of Ghost Riot Radio. As always, don't forget, make your presence known, spread some love, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.
Thank you.
Take it easy.
Thank you, man.
Woo!
When we hop on stage, hip hop all day, hop off, they hollering. From the top of the page, top notch with a phrase, drop knowledge, I'm hollering. Hollering, hey, hey, hollering, hey, hey. Hollering, hey, hey, hollering, hey, hey. When we hop on stage, hip hop all day, hop off, they hollering. From the top of the page, top notch with a phrase, drop knowledge, I'm hollering. Hollering, hey, hey, hollering, hey, hey. Hollering, hey, hey, hollering, hey, hey. I'm the incohesion of a sinful nation. Syncopation when I bring the bass in. There's a basin in the basement that I bathe in summation. I'm a filthy vagrant, faded, living in a hippie haven. Don't implicate me in your situation. I'll spike the cup, yeah, I spice it up like a hint of bay leaf with a pinch of basil. I'm a paratrooper, a party pooper, a square shooter with a large bazooka, a CTA train car commuter, finna trot the globe like a Harlem Hooper. Chupacabra, hoot and holler at your hoochie mama like who's your papa. Shooting vodka, loop the mantra, puke up lava in the booth. I'm hot, bruh. The vigilant villain, sipping the Guinness, infinite limits above, and I'm digging the ditch, twisting a switch, then I'm ripping that from beginning to finish. I'm barely alive, really in charge, alien life on a mission to Mars. At the bank with a check for $1 million large, finna bang on my chest, no gorilla, no Tarzan. I'm over the edge, over my dosage, under the influence, puffing the pipe. One of you mugs got a light, we make you jump on some things that go bump in the night. Hollering hey, you not in my league, so get out of my way. In the majors, making phenomenal plays like swing for the bleachers, slide to the plate.
Turn down for what? Turn prefer to sound loud as bottoms up, rotten luck. A pound of ganja, that's not enough. Herb to burn, pot to puff, turning in circles around the sun. Panic attacks, camera flashes, ashes to ashes, cosmic dust. Lottie-dottie, rock the party, sake bombs, kamikazes, Oxycontin and poppy seeds. Papa Molly just rock with me. Obviously thoughts want the D. She dropped to her knees, hot tamale, holly jolly, golly G, ollie, oxen free. I'm a child at recess. Dotting the I's, crossing the T, apostrophe S, traumatized, blunt force, blood sport. I'm the offense, defense, live life in non-completion. I think I've gone off the deep end. Constantly stressed without a reason. A godless heathen, I gotta repent. Save your soul, pay the toll. Hold no faith, just aiming low. Straight broke, scraping a bowl. My brain is slow with great big holes in it. No limit, copy and paste. Rock bottom, locked in a cage. If you're not acquainted with the squad, then you oughta be. Stank face, hollering, hey.
I dropped on this mat like a Terminator. Writing aerial attacks on a piece of paper. Yeah, I'll give it to you now or later. Got balls for the dope, I be serving neighbors. I don't get no I need all of that. Chasing money with an almanac. Rebel terminated, cause chain reactions to blow up kickbacks and get cracking. Try kick it with your guts, you who's your master. Test the team and get caught with laughter. High. I'm hollering, hey, I'm high every day. Talented tactics, tolerance wreck. And stand face killer, no question. We got the answers, feel like Tom Clancy. These rappers get caught in that scope. Don't go against easy, cause trying to joke.
When we hop on stage, hip hop all day, hop all day, hollering. From the top of the page, top notch with a phrase, drop knowledge, I'm hollering. Hollering, hey, hey, hollering, hey, hey. Hollering, hey, hey, hollering, hey, hey. When we hop on stage, hip hop all day, hollering. From the top of the page, top notch with a phrase, drop knowledge, I'm hollering. Hollering, hey, hey, hollering, hey, hey. Hollering, hey, hey, hollering, hey, hey.